Hello and welcome to a special edition of Paperdolls for My Magic 2 Gates to Another World. It's a special edition because we are starting some new quests, that is the promotion quests, and they are a bit special in that you cannot bring anyone but the class for which the quest is being done to the quest site. So, in order to still have a chance at doing things, you can still use all of the hirelings that you collected throughout the game. And I collected all of them, so I get to use all of them as well. So for every of the quests we will be going through, I will create a custom party that has members only of that class, and also robbers, because robbers are special and they can go anywhere. And I will do an issue of Paperdolls for every such party. So, let's start off with this. So, the first quest that I will be doing will be the Knight's quest. So we will only have knights and robbers. I will of course take someone who is of that class from our party every time. So this time it's Aragorn, the male good human knight. His highest stat is Might at 56. His equipment list hasn't actually changed since last time. He still has a Great Shield +1, a Chromium Helm +4, an Ivory Cameo, a Cast Iron Greatbow +3, a Jade Dagger +15, and a Rhodium Plate Armor +6. In his backpack, I made sure that he still would have that instant keep, just in case. The thing is that although normally instant keeps are completely useless, because you can just cast the spell, in this case we won't be able to cast any spells, because they're knights. And robbers, but robbers don't cast spells either. So I will have to rely a bit on the items, which can be a bit of a problem, all things considered, because of the lack of healing. I also gave everyone herbal patches or herbs so that they could heal a bit. I'm not sure if that will be enough, unfortunately. Well, we'll see once we get there. So, let's go to our robber. Shagrath, the male good half-orc robber. Level 16, and his highest stat is luck at 43. Finally we got those lucky dogs. In his equipment list, he still has that Thief's Pick +5. I'm probably not going to change it at all. Actually, speaking of which, Shagrath now has a thievery of 100%. So that's pretty awesome. Next, he has a wait a minute, it's a Grey Iron Shield +3, then an Energy Sling +1, a Sapphire Pin, a Jade Dagger +15, and finally, one new thing, a Titanium Scale Armor +9. This is a rather rare item, I should say, because I don't think we have had any +9 gear, and anything close to that was just like Dagger +15, which we just got as an item that just sit there. And I also gave him, well, I made sure that he kept having that herbal patch in his backpack. Alright, and now let's see our hirelings that I took to the party. Slickpick, the male neutral gnome robber. Level 25. And his highest stat is also luck at 75. He only has thievery 54% though. He's a gambler and a navigator. Also costs 25,000 gold pieces per day. And his age is actually 42. And he has 260 hit points actually, which is amazing. And in his equipment list we have a steel quiet sling +2, a palladium flail +7, a cast iron scale armor +3, and finally an iron large shield +1. All of the items that I gave to our hirelings actually come from my archive of items that I had in Volcania, just if I got some very useful and high-level items that I couldn't use due to limitations on class or alignment, I would just put there. And this is exactly the time where I want to use all of those items. So you will get to see some very interesting combinations here. Right, so let's move on. Fumbler, the male good half-orc robber. Level 16. His highest stat is also luck at 30. He has a thievery rating of 45%, is an athlete and a gambler. And in his inventory we have Cobalt scale armor +5, a Cobalt Mauler mace +5, and an iron large shield +1. Well, I would normally give him something more, but unfortunately robbers cannot really equip all that much. So he will have to do with that, I guess. Maybe I should give him a sling or something, although that won't really help all that much. Alright, so let's move on to the next character. Sirur, the male evil human knight. Level 15. His highest stat is might at 30. He is an arms master and a gladiator. He costs a lot less per day, only 4,000. And in his equipment list we have a Cobalt longbow +5, a cast iron icicle +3. Yes, I actually gave him the icicle. The strange thing is that the icicle is a two-handed weapon, which is kind of weird, but okay. Then he also has chromium plate mail +4, and a steel helmet +2. So that's another knight that we have, and he should be quite useful. So let's move on. Flailer, the female neutral human knight. Level 14. And her highest stat is might at 35. So that's Flailer, who was supposed to be of an undefined gender. I made sure to make her look more tomboyish. So, in her skills she has soldier and gladiator skills. Costs 2000 per day. And in the equipment list, we have a rhodium halberd +6, a steel plate mail +2, still the weird plate mail and not plate armor, a steel helmet +2, and an iron shortbow +1. So that's that. Let's move on. Ratfink, the male evil gnome robber. He is only level 7, and his highest stat is luck at 19. Interestingly enough, he has personality of 3. He is also a gambler and a pickpocket. In the equipment list, we have a cobalt chainmail +5, a rhodium battle axe +6, an iron large shield +1, and also magic herbs. I made sure to make Ratfink quite evil looking, and I guess that appearance also correlates with the personality stat, although I'm pretty sure that wasn't intentional. Alright, so let's move on. Last, and pretty much least, we have Sir Hiron, the male neutral human knight. Level 1. With his highest stat being might at 20, which is fair enough for a level 1 person. He has only 14 hit points and costs merely 2 gold pieces per day, so he works for food, I guess. And he is a mountaineer and a gladiator. In his equipment list, we have a phosphor bronze chainmail +5, a rhodium halberd +6, and a steel helmet +2. Oh, right, and also a short bow. I totally forgot to add that. Let me fix that real quick. Right hand. A short bow. Looks like this. Just need to make it of a correct color. There we go. So, also has a short bow +1, which is going to help us quite a bit, because Sir Hiron is really in no condition to fight anyone, except from very, very long range, because he cannot even withstand a light touch from any monster that we can encounter at this point in time. So yeah, I also made sure to give him magic herbs so he can do something worthwhile. But, well, it's always good to have something instead of nothing at all. But a level 1 person may not be able to help us all that much. Also, I made sure to recreate exactly the paper doll that I had made back in the days where I actually used him, because he was the first hireling that we could get in Might and Magic 2. So yeah, looks pretty fair. Also of interest is that some of the hirelings actually had a different alignment than their default. which allowed them to wear the items from that alignment. But as soon as they entered a temple, they got healed, because they get healed for free and immediately. And their alignment returned back. So they are equipping the items that they are not really supposed to be equipping. But I guess that is a bit to my favor. So that's pretty nice. Also, I gave shortbows to other people too, but I forgot to update my list of Paperdolls. Oh well. So, in any case, that is that, and I will see you all in the game itself with the party that I have just outlined. See you all then, later.